What's going on, guys? Happy, I don't know what day it's going to be when this is posted. I'm recording this Friday the 15th. This is from a Q&A that I had posted on Instagram last week for y'all to do, and I just hadn't gotten around to it. But there were some really good questions that you guys had asked and presented to me, and I picked out the best 5 from this Q&A. But first off, thank you for coming to my channel. If you're new here, my name's Justin Batterina. I'm an IFBB Classic Physique Pro. I'm just getting back into YouTube after some inconsistencies throughout my whole YouTube career, hoping to kind of give you guys a video to 2 a week. Hold me accountable to that. Please like, subscribe, comment, help me grow and build this channel. It's extremely appreciated, and I look forward to bringing you guys some great content. Please give me ideas on what you guys want to see. But for today, we have 5 questions that y'all asked on Instagram. If you don't follow me on Instagram, I'll put it right here because I don't want to block Nala. This is Nala, by the way. I don't think I've introduced her on the channel yet. Maybe I have. Actually, I might have done a day in the life where she was walking with my girlfriend and my other dog, Kira. Yeah, I think she was in a video. And if you follow me on Instagram, you know Nala. Nala, say hi. She's just chilling. But anyway, let's get to the questions. First question that we have: how has your form changed over time? It's so clean now. Thank you for that. So this individual, watches how I train. And by the way, since I'm only answering 5 questions, I am going to go a little bit more in depth in some of these questions to give you guys some feedback and a really, really good quality answer for asking great questions. So I'll say that I came from a strength conditioning background. When I played ice hockey, that's what I did before bodybuilding. I was a goalie, and even being a goalie though, strength was a big focus in the off season and off ice. So I always came from a more explosive type of training background. I don't think I've ever had what some people would consider sloppy form, but I definitely had quicker form. And when I do go back and look at some of my older videos, I didn't use full range of motion on everything. It's not that I did any real sloppy or cheat reps or whatnot. Things could have been better. And it wasn't until about after my pro debut, so back in 2020, the end of 2020, that I took a step back and said, I want to take this to the max level. What do I have to do? What can I do immediately? And it was training. It was taking a step back. To give you an example, I used to squat five plates for, let's say, 8 to 10 reps when my legs were a lot smaller and I was not going ass to grass all the way down. I was going 90 degrees. Let's say I ego lifted that because it wasn't full range motion. Anything, in my opinion, that isn't full range of motion could be considered ego lifting if you're not willing to kind of take it into that range of motion, unless there's a substantial reason as to why. When I stopped after that prep and changed over to this newer, more controlled, slower type of way, all my weights took a big step back. And I think I went back down to 3 1/4, 365 for squats, and I had to slowly work my way up. It was 405 for a set of 6-7 reps. And then I've worked my way up over the years, getting my squat back up to 5 plates for 8 reps, which is an ass to grass. So if you see my form in my videos, I take pride in how I train. Some things I move a little quicker than others. Some of the compounds, right? Squat, bench, dead, bent over rows. I definitely use a bit more power, but I'm still super controlled. I think that with those power movements, it's okay to kind of, by no means be jerky or don't have good form. You want to make it clean looking, but it's okay to use a little bit of more power and oomph and movement to kind of get the weight moving. As long as you're hitting the muscle, and it's a clean form. So To answer that question, probably about 3 years ago, after my pro debut. And ever since then, I've made substantial increases to my physique over time. Question number 2. Is it okay to hit the gym in the morning if you had a fever last night, or to take a full day off, a full day of rest, then start up after? Okay, so if you don't have a fever the next day, I would say you're good to go. You could take an additional day if you want a little bit more rest. I don't see anything wrong with that either. As I've gotten more and more into my bodybuilding career, I understand that rest is super important. And when you're going so hard, I'd almost rather over-rest, if that makes sense, because I know that I'm going hard in every session. You're training 5 days a week to failure every session, you're killing yourself. If you feel like you need an extra day, take it. If you're sick, feel free to take it if you're training really, really hard. Not a lot of people tap into that, but I would say you have to see how you feel in the morning. If the fever's not there and you really do feel better, go for it. If you feel a little off, I would give yourself another day. Let the body continue to rest so that you are 100% the following day, ready to rock and roll. Question number 3. What was the first gym you started going to, and who or what was your inspiration? So the first gym I started to go to for bodybuilding was a local Planet Fitness in my town. And I started to go with 2 of my good friends, Rob and Keith, who I worked with. We worked at a pizza shop together. That's where I met them. And they were into the gym, and they were in really solid shape. And I was too. It was just more sport specific, right? Because they've been doing some bodybuilding type of training for a bit. But I kind of wanted to get into that at the time. And it was my last year playing hockey. So I was still playing hockey. I was doing strength conditioning for hockey. And I think 4 days, I would train with them super late at night at the Planet Fitness. And think about it now, those workouts were definitely so much more volume than I do now. And it was we were pump chasing back then, and it worked out well for us as beginners in a sense. And Rob and Keith always had great developed physiques. Actually, fun fact, Rob is getting married in just about 2 weeks' time from when I'm recording this video, so that'll be super fun to go to his wedding. I've known him and his fiance for a long time now. They're awesome people. But side note, they are the people who got me into it. I wouldn't necessarily say they were my inspiration, but they helped and showed me the ropes for sure, and we had some great workouts together, and they definitely got me into it. I would say my inspiration for training and bodybuilding came about a year after. This is when not a year after I started doing this training, probably 8-9 months after, I got into a snowboard accident, which is what stopped my bodybuilding career. I displaced my hip and broke my wrist, and I was bed rest for a bit. And I remember during the process, I was I don't really miss playing hockey, but I miss all my workouts. And I was kind of tapped out from hockey at that time. I've been playing it for so many years, and I had some potential opportunities to go far, but to be honest with you, I don't think I was good enough, and the opportunities kind of fell through. And when I got injured, was the icing on the cake. I think I'm done playing hockey and I want to pursue something else. And bodybuilding kind of fell into my lap that way, because I was already doing the training for it. And I loved training. I loved working out, but I just didn't I love hockey still in a sense, right? But I didn't really want to do it at that time, and anymore, that is. And I watched some YouTube, some Generation Irons. I remember seeing a video of Dorian Yates on YouTube. I remember seeing Jay Cutler And then I remember watching Generation Iron and Pumping Iron, but Generation Iron, and seemed like the battle between Kai and Phil, and like just bodybuilding, and I was like, I want to do this. And at the time, there was no classic physique, and social, and like there was social media, but like I didn't get into bodybuilding because of social media, because I was so inactive on social media back then. I had it, but like it was like I wasn't in the industry yet, so like I didn't, didn't really go on it. I'd say the majority of my social media use is because of the industry, right? So, like I got inspired when I was bed rest to kind of get into bodybuilding, like legitimately, and I got into it because I really wanted to get into it and be a bodybuilder. Thankfully, Classic came out the following year when I did my first show. Classic Physique was announced, I think, in like early spring, or like just spring sometime, like earlier in the year, and I did my very first show in October in Classic Physique. So I kind of felt like Classic was meant for me, or I was meant to do Classic, right? So that's a little bit of a fun story on how I got started and where some of my inspiration comes from. Question number 4. This one is definitely, let's say, the most deep one. Talk about a time when you were tested on if you wanted to keep doing this. The truth of the matter is, I love what I do, but I'm tested a lot with it. And I don't want to get too personal with y'all, but like I have a lot of like my mental is my biggest enemy. My biggest enemy right now is the man in the mirror. There's a lot of self-doubt, a lot of uncertainty with where my my future and like where I see myself in the sport, if I can even get to what I dream of and what I'm working towards. And there's a lot of things that kind of drag me down, and it really does come down to the man in the mirror, like myself, and I put that on myself, and I think because of that I question myself in a lot of things, and I think it's just like a lack of confidence, a lack of belief in myself, and not the best, but you know what? It's something that I acknowledge about myself, and one thing I do and am confident with saying is, regardless of that feeling, I go balls deep in anything. I work my ass off, and I put in the work, even if I don't believe in myself, or I think the odds are stacked against me, because the only thing I know what to do is work. It is what it is. Like you could say like 99% chance you're not gonna get this or do this. It's like I might even believe that, but I'm still gonna work, and I'm still gonna work to my fullest, because I wouldn't respect myself if I didn't, if that makes sense. So I want to respect myself rather than believe in myself, but I respect myself more to go absolutely ape in anything in life and give it 100% than actually believe in myself, if that makes sense. So it definitely tested quite a bit, but you know what? I'll preface this by saying people have it much worse. People have had unfortunate situations happen to them that I pray never happen to anyone, and it never happened to them. We are our own people, though, so it's not to discredit myself or other people that have similar issues, and see like this person has it worse or better or whatnot. We all go through our own battles, and I think it's important that we all stick together on that. So I think a lot of people are tested a lot of the time. last but not least, question number 5. What is in your gym bag? Bet people would like to see what you keep on you. Well, without further ado, here it is. This is the infamous gym bag that you are asking to see what's in it. So we are going to go inside, and I will say that everything that I'm showing you is not in my gym bag all at once. There are certain things that I only use for certain days, but they are in my bag on that day. So I'm pretty much showing you everything I use and that would be in my bag regularly. So first up, and I normally keep this on the side, I'll say I have used this belt maybe 10 times, and it's for show, and I got myself it after I got my pro card, and I am not a belt wearer or user, to be honest with you. I hate wearing a belt. I hate belts. I hate them for every movement. I don't wear one. It's not to say that they're not a good thing for people, because a lot of people I know use them. I just personally don't like a belt. I feel more restricted, and I just don't like what it does to... Sorry, Nala's barking. She hears something. Come here. I don't like how I feel. She's not, and by the way, she's not going to look at the bag. She's going to stay here because I'm here, but she's not going to look at the bag. She's going to face away. She might not even lay down. But I just keep it attached because I bought it for myself after I turned pro, and it was kind of like a cool thing for me to do at the time. Knee sleeves. For leg day, I wasn't a big wearer of knee sleeves after I tore my meniscus in April of 2022. Doctors advised me to wear these when training to avoid potential issues down the road. Do they help me? I don't know, but I will say they subconsciously, because someone's gonna bring up some study on why they don't work. I will say that they keep my knees warm, and I feel more comfortable in them. So if it's a psychological thing, I'll take it. Definitely don't use knee wraps though. Knee wraps are going to add some strength to your squats for sure. There's a bit of, it aids in stretch reflex and power to pop out of the hole, where sleeves don't really do that. They act as compression. Okay, probably the most underrated thing in my gym bag that people don't talk about, they don't use, is squat shoes. Squat shoes are not your typical workout shoes, okay? Squat shoes have a heel elevation here. So my heel sits here and my toes sit down here. So you can see my foot is on an incline in these shoes. And what this allows you to do is get deeper in the squat without ankle mobility becoming an issue, which makes your spine and your pelvis have some rotational issues in your squats. And you still probably get a little bit of a butt wing, but weight is not on the lower back, it's not on the butt as much, it's more over your quads. So squat shoes are key. You don't necessarily need these. You could put your heels on plates or get wedges, but I like having the shoes cemented to me. I'm not gonna lie. I like feeling like it is a part of me. I squatted on plates for a long time, which would be similar to a wedge. I just don't like how I can move on that, right? But in the shoe, it's not moving. So I like the shoes more. And to be straight with you, Tom Platz has some ginormous quads back in the day, and he wore squat shoes and preached about them. So got them and use them. We got Versa grips, and we got wrist straps. Wrist straps to go around the bar. To be honest with you, my girlfriend got me these a while ago, which I love. Towards the end of the workout, they get to be a little sweaty, so they don't work as well. So I'll use the straps for my deadlifts when I was deadlifting at the end of a workout, because by that time, grip is super important to pull that bar with all that weight. And I would be losing my grip even with Versas, which are phenomenal, just because of how sweaty I was getting. It would mess things up. Vulcan grip. Okay, so I want to talk about this, not to, let's hypothetically say, like, toot my horn in a sense, but I've had this, this piece has really gotten popular in the past, like, 2 years, I think, and a lot of people have it, a lot of gyms have it. I got this during the C word for my garage gym that I had, and for pull downs, rows, pullovers, face pulls, tricep extensions. There's 2 different grips in here. This is an awesome attachment. I don't use it a lot anymore, I'm not gonna lie. I probably should throw it back in for something because it is a solid piece. I really like it for like face pulls and for extensions. Fat grips. I don't wear these. They're just in my bag. I probably should wear them because I think there is benefit out of grabbing something that is wider than usual to build up some forearm strength and some size. And I think that they probably could help throwing on one like a set of curls a week. So I probably should start doing that. You know, these are clips to go around the bar. A lot of gyms have taken these away because people steal them, which is bizarre to me. But again, I got this from my garage gym. Cuffs. I got this from my garage gym as well. So if you see some of the equipment here, some of the equipment I've had for a long time now. But these are great for single arm cable laterals, for tricep extensions, for hamstring curls, glute kickbacks. You can, when I was training at this one gym, the hamstring equipment was very limited. Sorry. The hamstring equipment was very, very limited. So I put this around my ankle and lay on the floor and do hamstring curls with this. So these are solid. These are $20 from Amazon. Rogue clamps. So I have the regular, clamps right here. I have Rogue ones. These came with, I got these, I got dumbbells that, they're loadable Rogue dumbbells. I got these, I think, with the garage gym or just after because I wanted to be able to go heavy. I can load up to like 180 pounds with these for gyms that have dumbbells that just go up to 125. I don't do a lot of dumbbell work now. I'm going to be honest with you. I do a lot more barbell work, but I should get back to dumbbell work for some things. And I think that I'll get some use out of these. Yeah, I use these and the regular clamps interchangeably. Like, this doesn't really matter. I would say these are probably a bit more secure, but yeah. Honorable mention that I have over on the counter is headphones. Headphones should be in your gym bag, or if they're not always in your gym bag, they're kind of with your gym bag for every session. Super important. Logbook. So I'll say that for the longest time, and I saw my best results from logging, 1,000%. My best results in the gym came from logging, and recently, and since I stopped competing this year, so let's say 5 months now. Since I stopped competing this year, like 5 months now, I have not been logging my workouts. I was starting to do it, and then actually I'm close with. His name is Nick Shaw. He's the owner of Renaissance Periodization, and they have a training app that is like a logbook, and you kind of plug things in, and it kind of like auto-populates what you should be doing, and there's like AI built into it with algorithms to kind of know what to do. And I think that before I logbook again, I'm going to try that just to see if I like it, because he let me try it, and I want to take advantage of using an incredible tool like that. So we'll see how that goes, but like logbook's super important for people. I don't care how it doesn't have to be a logbook. You can track on your phone. There's something nostalgic to me about, like, I don't know what makes this more hardcore than typing in here, but there's something about this paper logbook that yeah, it always stay true, and just something about it. Lastly, your Apollon products. So this is, what's this? This is bare knuckle, but I put this in here just now. Everything else is pretty much here except for the shoes and the belt. And the belt was there. The shoes and the knee sleeves. Because I'm always bringing Apollon products to the gym with me. Whether it's for my intra, my post, I always have my Apollon products with me. Sponsored athlete, Apollon Nutrition. If you guys don't know, Apollon has the best products in the industry, hands down. From the health line to the performance line to the protein powders, fat burners, sleep, you name it, we have it. We have something for you. So I definitely encourage you guys to go check it out. Link is going to be here for y'all in the caption. Use code ApollonStrong at the link and to support me. And yeah, please ask me any questions in regards to supplements. Guys, I'm very knowledgeable when it comes to supplementation. I'm not just a meathead talking about subs. Love the sub talk, love helping you guys out and kind of helping you figure out what's going to be best for you when it comes to supplementation and a certain protocol with your health supplements and performance ones and your pre-workouts and your creatines and stuff like that. So feel free to ask me. And guys and girls, that is going to do it for today's episode. Thank you to the 5 people and to everyone else who asked questions. Really appreciate the engagement from you all. Please continue that. Please help me help you, right? Give me stuff to talk about that I can help you. It gives me stuff to kind of make videos on and content on and post and share with you. So please continue that. Please like this video, subscribe, comment. Let me know if you liked it, if you hated it, what more you want to see. Like I said, getting back into it. So probably after a month or two, I'll have a different spiel for y'all. But for now, please continue to help me grow the channel. Show me that you guys want to see this and that others want to see this. Follow me on Instagram. Check out Apollon for all your health supplement needs. Go to one of the Aries Nutrition locations. Just realized I'm wearing an Aries shirt. An athlete for them as well. So go check them out. If you're in New Jersey, guys, have a great day. Have a great evening. Have a great weekend. Whatever you're watching this, I hope this video finds you well. And thank you so much for watching it when you do. I'll talk to you guys soon.